Shanti, Morning Murli, Essence, Sweet Children. This confluence age is the age of becoming the most elevated of all. It is in this age that you have to become pure from impure and make the world pure. Question: on what basis will you develop the strength to be able to watch the painful scenes at the end? Answer: on removing any awareness of the body. The final scenes are very strong. In order to make your children strong, the Father signals to you to become bodiless. Just as the Father is separate from this body, so He teaches you to the same. You children also have to consider yourselves to be separate from your bodies. Practice becoming bodiless. It should remain in your intellects that you now have to go home. Om Shanti. Sweetest spiritual children are here with bodies. The Father too is now with a body. While he is riding this horse chariot, what does he teach you, children? No one apart from the one Father can teach you how to die alive. All of you children have received the Father's introduction. He is the ocean of knowledge and the purifier. It is with knowledge that you become pure from impure, and you also have to make the world pure. According to the drama plan, this world is to be destroyed. Only those who recognize the Father and also become Brahmins are the ones who will then rule to the new world. In order to become pure, you definitely have to become Brahmins. This confluence age is the most auspicious age. That is, it is the age for becoming the most elevated human beings of all. People say that the sages, holy men, great souls, advisors, wealthy people, and the president, etc., are the highest people, but that is not so. This is the Iron Age, corrupt world, the old world. There is not a single pure being in the impure world. You are now becoming confluence age. Those people consider water, not just the Ganges, to be the purifier. Wherever they see water, they think that it is the purifier. This is fixed in their intellects. Some go to one place and others go somewhere else. They go to bathe in those waters. However, no one can become pure with water. If they were to become pure by bathing in water, then the whole world would be pure at this time. All of those people should then be in the pure world. That old system has continued. All the rubbish goes and flows into the ocean. So how can that make you pure? It is souls that have to become pure. The Supreme Father, who can purify souls, is needed for this. You have to explain that pure beings exist in the Golden Age and that impure beings exist in the Iron Age. You are now at the Confluence Age. You are making effort to become pure from impure. You know that you belong to the Sudra clan and that you now belong to the Brahmin clan. Shiv Baba is making you this through Prajapita Brahma. You are the true mouth-born Brahmins, whereas those people are Brahmins born through vice. He is Prajapita Brahma, father of the people, and so all are people. Brahma is the father of these people. He is the great great grandfather. He definitely did exist. So where did he go? He took rebirth. It has been explained to you, children, that Brahma takes rebirth too. Brahma and Sarasvati, the mother and father, then become the emperor and empress. Narayan and Lakshmi were called Vishnu. Then, after 84 births, they become Brahma and Sarasvati. This secret has been explained to you. It is said that Jagatamba is the mother of the whole world. Each one's physical mother is sitting in each one's home, but no one knows Jagatamba. They simply say this with blind faith because they don't know anyone. They don't know the occupation of the ones they worship. You children now know that the Creator is the highest on high. This is an inverted tree and its seed is up above. The Father has to come down from up above in order to make you pure. You children know that Baba has come. He gave us the knowledge of the beginning, middle, and end of this tree, and make us into the kings and queens who became the rulers of the new world. Apart from you children, no one in the world knows the secrets of this world cycle. The Father says, I will come and speak this knowledge to you again after 5,000 years. This drama is predestined. If someone doesn't know the creator, director, principal, actor, and the beginning, middle, and end of the drama, he will be called senseless. The Father says, I also explained to you 5,000 years ago. He gave you your own introduction as he is doing now. I also made you pure as I am doing now. Consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. He is the Almighty Authority and the Purifier. It is remembered. You receive your next birth according to what you remember in your final moments, which means that you repeatedly take birth in that species, according to the devotional belief of the soul taking 84 million births. You now take birth at this time, but you do not become any of the animals such as hens, cats, dogs, or birds. The unlimited Father has now come. He says, I am the Father of all of you souls. All of you have become ugly by sitting on the pyre of lust. You have to be made to sit on the pyre of knowledge. You are now sitting on the pyre of knowledge. After sitting on the pyre of knowledge, you cannot indulge in vice. You promise that you will remain pure. Baba does not make you tie that raki. That is a system which has continued on the path of devotion. In fact, this is a matter of the present time. You understand that you couldn't possibly become a master of the pure world without becoming pure. Nevertheless, in order for it to be made firm, you children are made to promise this. Some write this in blood, and some write it in other ways. Baba, you have come, and so I will definitely claim my inheritance from you. The incorporeal comes here in a corporeal form. Just as the Father comes down from the supreme above, you souls also come down. You come down from up above in order to play your parts. You to understand that this is a play of happiness and sorrow. For half the cycle there is happiness, and for half the cycle there is sorrow. The father explains that you receive more than three quarters happiness. You were wealthy even after half the cycle. You had such big temples filled. Sorrow comes later, when devotion becomes completely tamopradhan. The father has explained that you were at first unadulterated devotees. You just used to worship the One. You would only worship the One Father who made you into deities and sent you to the land of happiness. Then adulterate devotion began later. You now worship bodies made of the five elements. You worship the living and also the non-living. People consider bodies made of the five elements to be even higher than the body deity idols. It is only Brahmin priests who touch the deity idols. You had so many gurus. The father sits here and explains all of this. This one also says, I have done everything. I did everything. All the different types of hatha yoga with your ears, nose, eyes, and where you have to bend all your physical limbs. Eventually, I had to renounce everything. Should I do that business or this business? I used to become lazy and would then be troubled. There is a lot of difficulty in learning all the different pranayamas, breathing exercises, etc. For half the cycle, you were on the path of devotion, and now you know this. The Father tells you everything accurately now. Those people say that devotion has continued from time immemorial. How could there be devotion in the Golden Age? People don't understand anything at all. There are those with foolish intellects. You will not say this in the Golden Age. The Father says, I come every 5,000 years. I take the body of the one who doesn't know his own births. This one who was number one, the foremost beautiful one, has now become ugly. The soul has adopted different bodies. The Father says, I am now sitting in the one I enter, in order to teach you what? To die alive. You have to die to this world. You now have to become pure and then die alive. My part is to purify you. You, people of Bharat, call out, O purifier. No one says, O liberator, come and liberate us from the world of sorrow. All people are making effort to go to the land of liberation. You children are now making effort to go to the land of happiness. This is for the family path. You know that you, who belong to the family path, were pure and that you have now become impure. Those one that belong to path of isolation cannot do that which people on the family path do. It is those who are on the family path who have sacrificial fires, tapasya, donating, and etc. You feel that you now know everyone. Shiv Baba is teaching us while we are sitting at home. The unlimited Father is the one who gives you unlimited happiness. You shed tears of love because you have now met him after a long time. As soon as you say Baba, you have goosebumps. Baba has come to serve all of us children. Baba make us into beautiful flowers through this study and take us back. He will take us back with him, away from this dirty world of rubbish. On the path of devotion, you souls used to say, Baba, when you come, I will surrender myself to you. I will belong to you alone and none other. It is number wise. Each one has his own part. Some of you love the Father a great deal because he gives you the inheritance of heaven. There is no mention of crying in the Golden Age. Here, people cry so much. If someone has gone to heaven, why should others cry? They should beat the drums even more. Their drums are beaten as they happily shed their tongue of the damned bodies. This system has continued here from the beginning. Here you will say that you have to go back home. There you understand that you have to take the death. The Father explains all of these things to you. The example of the buzzing moths refers to you. You are Brahmins who buzz knowledge to the insects in the dirt. The Father tells you, you also have to shed those bodies. You have to die alive. The Father says, consider yourself to be souls. You now have to return home. You have to consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. Forget your bodies. The Father is very sweet. He says, I have come to make you children into the masters of the world. Now remember the land of peace and the land of happiness, Alpha and Beta. This is the land of sorrow. The land of peace is the home of us souls. We have played our parts and we now have to return home. There won't be this dirty body there. This body has now become completely decayed. The Father is now sitting here personally and teaching us through signals. I am a soul and you are also souls. I become detached from the body and teach you the same. Each of you has to consider yourself to be separate from the body. You now have to return home. You are no longer going to stay here. You know that distraction now has to take place. Rivers of blood will flow in Bharat. Then rivers of milk will flow in Bharat. Those of all religions are now here together. All will fight among themselves and die. That is the kind of death there will be at the end. What happened in Pakistan? Those scenes were very strong at the time of partition. If someone were to see them, they would become unconscious. Baba is now making you strong. He also removes the consciousness of the body. Baba has seen that some children don't stay in remembrance, that they are very weak, and this is why service is not expanding. Children repeatedly write, Baba, I forget to remember you. My intellect cannot focus on yoga. Baba says, forget the word yoga. You forget the Father who gives you the sovereignty of the world. Previously, on the path of devotion, if their intellects wandered anywhere else, they would pitch themselves. Baba says, you souls are imperishable. It is just that you may become pure and then impure. It isn't that a soul becomes larger or smaller. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning. From the Mata, the Father, Bapdada, the spiritual Father says, Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual Father. Essence for Dharna 1. Talk to yourself. Oh, Baba has come to serve us. He is teaching us while we are sitting at home. We have now found the unlimited Father, the one who gives us unlimited happiness. Simply say Baba with so much love and with happiness. There are tears of love and you have goose pimples. 2. You now have to return home, and this is why you have to remove your attachment from everyone and die alive. Even forget that body. Practice becoming detached from it. Blessing. May you understand the karmic account of actions and make your stage unshakable and become an easy yogi. While moving along, if some karmic account comes in front of you, do not let it cause upheaval in your mind and do not let your stage fluctuate. Okay? It has come, so just recognize it and finish it from a distance. Do not now become a warrior. The Almighty Authority Father is with you, and so Maya cannot shake you. Simply put the foundation of faith into a practical form and use it at the right time, and you will become an easy yogi. Now, become a constant yogi, not a warrior who battles. Slogan. In order to remain double light, hand over all your responsibilities to the Father. Om Shanti.